Welcome back for the fourth episode of our Vancouver Canucks franchise mode. We are just left off after the regular season, the 2020-2021 regular season. We've just missed out on the playoffs, but our AHL team has made the AHL playoffs. We've sent back down Podkolzin and a few other guys, like Tyler Mott and a few of those guys that play down there. And we're just... Oh no, we sent down the two defensemen that we brought up, Rafferty and Jordy Ben. So we will we'll sim the AHL playoffs, just see how they do, and then we'll get to the draft, to coaches and stuff. We'll look in on a forward coach this offseason, see if there's anything that shows up. 6-2, 3-0. Clean sweep for the Utica Comets. But, yeah, we'll just best lines that because that don't matter right now. It was a tough year because, as you've seen in the last episode, the injuries hit us with a ton of bricks. It was just we needed an absolute train to get all of our guys to the hospital. It was terrible. Now we play the Toronto Marlies. 4-3, 4-0. So far undefeated. We'll just go assistant GM. 2-1. We'll go up to the third because that's a possible date of the series ender. 5-4 and a 2-1. Utica 7-1 in the playoffs so far. We'll go up to the sixth. But something that I think we should look at in this episode during free agency is the possibility of strengthening the middle six. Because we've got a few guys in the AHL that can play for us. Whether it's Podkolzin will definitely find his way in next season. But there's definitely a few guys that we could definitely try and fit in. Will we have a team that goes to the final there? We're in the AHL Cup final. I do not remember what the AHL final is. It is the Calder Cup. We'll go with the first 4 games, and we'll check the stats of those guys, see how they did. Just best lines it. 4-2, 3-2, 5-2. We've tied the series back up after being 2-0 down. 4-3. Man, we might be able to see our AHL team win the Calder Cup against Colorado Eagles. Will we win it? And the Utica Comets win the Calder Cup. Another instance we'll actually go into some of the games, watch third periods, like maybe the last 5 minutes of third periods on the Vancouver Canucks side, but for Utica, we'll just go through the playoffs. But wow, I was not expecting our AHL team to win the Cup. Podkolzin leading the team as well in points with 17. That's going to be great for his growth. Let's just send him directly to the draft now. We'll just skip over that. Salary cap goes up by, I think, 6.5. Our pick is 14, but we could always move up. But we could move down, depending, because I know this year's draft is not always the strongest. I have added players. I think I mentioned that in the first episode for the drafts. Zetterberg retires at 960 points. Marian Gaborik at 815. Ryan Kessler, 573. Jokinen at 563. Backus at 557. Filppula at 527. Brett Seabrook. Dubinsky, Hainsey. Garrison, any goalies? No goalies, okay. Not many retirements. Let's check out coach retirements. Utica and Vancouver, nothing. Backus, Dubinsky, Filppula, and Gaborik are now scouts. We will not do any draft interviews because that doesn't really help us anyway, considering we don't have Fog of War. Anyway, let's enter the NHL entry draft. Now this is a very important offseason. So McDavid won the Art Ross. I was just taking a look at that. Kaprizov and Calder. Players drafted. Watch list. Nothing. Okay. Let's just actually, the first thing I should probably do is see where our pick is. So we got 64. We got a big chunk of change. Make some big signings. Fill out the roster. Whoa. Justin Shuko. Franchise medium defensive defenseman. That would be a great player. But 6'4", 213. Yeah, I mean, that would have been a great player. Whoever gets in, that's elite. Oh, and power I've added. Brandon Clark, Kent Johnson I've added. Luke Hughes, Matthew Beniers. I've added quite a few. I feel like there's someone else, but I can't find it. Anyway, we have our pick around. Wow, that is a fucking lengthy last name. Similar style of Patrick Kane. 5'9". We got Dylan Genther. Not bad. Edvidson. Man, Dylan Genther or Zachary. I can't even say his name. Holy, what a last name. That could be one of the greatest hockey names of all time. I think we're going to have to go in on him with our pick. But first thing we should do is check to see if there's any growth going from the off season to the draft. Hughes is up to an 89. I don't remember if anyone else really grew. Horvat, 87. Besser, 87. Bobby Ryan jumps to an 85. That's pretty good. Myers stays an 83, which is definitely interesting. Do we have anybody that we could move? Possibly. Sutter's $4.3 million contract's up, so that's going to open up more cap space. Jay Beagle. We're just going to hold on to Beagle. It's a big contract, but he does groom those AHL guys great for, like, Colson was getting time. Left wingers, we have Miller, Pearson, Furland. Furland, I think it's time to move on from. He's just clogging up the bottom. He's 3.5 mil. We could literally get a 4th or 5th probably for him. But we will check out. Let's check out the skaters matching block. Arizona, Boston, Buffalo, Colin Miller, Calgary, Carolina, Chicago, Jonathan Toews up, Soderberg, Shaw. Okay, Montreal takes Chuko first overall in the draft. It's a great pick for Montreal to replace Shea Weber once he retires. Okay, let's get back to going through the teams, because Furland is definitely going to try and be moved. But I could always pick up someone that's on the trade block, or at least matching our block. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, I can't speak. Kurashev. Philip Kurashev is a playmaker who could play center and left wing. We could try something for Kurashev. He's 78 overall. This could be an interesting possibility here. Let's just look at Furland. So Furland would be one guy going out. And then another player that we'd have to move, as this wouldn't go through. Hollander stays. Bobby Ryan, McEwen. Don't have much. We could probably put one of those guys in, but they don't have any trade value. We really don't have many assets here in Vancouver at all. If we were to move someone, it would probably be a prospect, which we don't really want to do. See, let's just look at Utanen. So if we are add Utanen in, we'd have to take like a 7th, because Kurashev is definitely a great player. Got that possibility of being a great player. No, because we got to bring in a skater. So let's go to skater matching block again. Just look at some of the guys that are either on longer contracts. So bring in Andrew Shaw, 3.9. That's quite a decent sized grinder. Basically gets rid of the point of us getting rid of Matthias Janmark. Yeah, we'll trade for Janmark, even though he's basically done in his contract. Yeah, that will never go through. Let's just see who our rookie skaters are with value. Rathbone. Yasik. We'll move Yasik in this deal. No, we really got to move a pick, don't we? Draft picks. We got a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. We've traded our 3rd next year. Yeah, let's trade our 5th for next season. Now, would this go through? Because we could always have the chance of signing Matthias Janmark. Sniper, you can play on the wing. Kurashev could play left wing or center. Will this go through? It will. On behalf of Chicago, they accept the deal. We can't make many trades because a lot of our guys are expiring contracts, but that is a good sign. And the biggest move that we could possibly make now is who we take 14th in this draft. So we're actually nowhere near Strombo. I'll just call him Strombo. I don't know why it said we probably could have gotten him. Let's just take a look here. Chuko goes first, Peckham second, Owen Power goes third, Brand Clark fourth, Arizona, Ken Johnson, Luke Hughes, Matthew Beniers, Leroux, Kudobin, defensive defenseman, that's a great pick. McKinnon, another defensive defenseman, another great pick. A left wing playmaker, that's a fantastic pick for Nashville. Genther for the Rangers. Edvinson with Buffalo, and now it is our turn. We have the chance to sign Carson Lampos. Don't think we need the defenseman. It would probably be an offensive player we need, because our offense is currently weaker and defense is easier to fill out. We have William Eklund, another two-way guy. Joshua Roy. We don't actually have a lot of suitable guys that we could bring in. William Rogers. Probably not a great player. Atu Ratti. Ratti could honestly be our best bet, and that's a bit worrying. We could always flip Atu Ratti as well. But there's a lot of two-way guys as well in this draft, which does not help us. Would Carson Lampos be our best bet here? I think Carson Lampos is our absolute best bet, which is quite worrying. You always go for Harrison. Ted Mellenby. Jonathan Marchessault is who he's like. Just looking at their scheme fit currently, because we would probably be better off with a guy with a lot of... There isn't a lot of offensive-minded guys in this draft. What about this Darren Mayer guy? Like Chris Tanev, so he's probably a defensive guy. Corbin Powell. We have 34 seconds left. I'm saying Mellenby on the left as a sniper. Mayer or Powell as a center. I don't see anything up further. The Grinder's interesting. Atu Ratti. I think the value of Atu Ratti could just be enough. I'm gonna call a timeout here. So we have 5 minutes on the clock to make our decision. This is such a tough decision. We really want to get this first rounder picked well. Actually, something that I will take a chance at looking is what can we find if we were to give up our first round pick? What could we get in return for the first 2 seconds? Soderblom, a second, seconds, nothing. Nothing that makes it worth it for us. We will make a pick. And I'm pretty sure the strongest player for us to take in this instance is not a center, but it's going to be one of the wingers, and it is going to be Ted Mellenby. As he is taller, he's probably got a stronger shot. Ted Mellenby, welcome to the Vancouver Canucks. What a player. That is actually a very good pick. Let's just sim the next round. We'll go back and take a look at the first round. The remainder of the first, and then we'll just go through the draft quicker. So, wow, Lampos probably could have took him to work out. Any of these guys that really would have been great picks for us. Ratti, we knew would have been a good pick. Rogers, a good grinder. A bit weird to see him go like that. Mayer definitely would have been a decent player, but we already got Hughes, Summers would have been good. We took the right sniper over Powell, so it's just let's go to our second round pick. So there's a few top 6 guys going around here. Hopefully we could pick someone up like that. Xavier Bourgault. Let's just take a look at the gems currently in the draft, if there is any. There's not. There's only bust. We'll go by potential as well. There's a few elite highs, but they look a bit sketchy. Not a lot, to be fair. We'll just go back to the rating. I'm thinking, from looking at this, our best bet would be Josh Williams. 38 goals, 39 assists in the WHL. Does not seem bad. We will go with Josh Williams. Oh, he was two-way. That's interesting. I thought it said 4 sniper. That scout's got to get it. That scout's fucking delusional. Okay. Dave Roche. Probably take a chance with him. Nicholas Wong. 4 years, supposedly. Defenseman would probably be our best bet here anyway. We will go with Charlie Ooh, wait, let's take a look at their statistics. Yeah, there's not really many strong guys there. We'll take them. Not a bad pickup in the 3rd round, though. Top 6, 64 overall already. Whoa, Galiev. That's immediately caught my eye. Top 4 anyway. That is a fantastic pick for the 4th round. We are now deep in the 6th round. Late in this draft. Enright? Another defenseman. We've gone heavy on the defenseman here. I feel like a forward should be our last pick. Okay, here we go. Last pick of our draft. And let's go with Josh Pillar. Not much. Anyway, we'll now go to the signing stage. That's our draft picks right there. Mellenby and Williams, the 2 bigger guys in this draft for us. Mellenby seems like he could definitely be a great top 6 player of the future for Vancouver. Okay, now we also know about the coaches. Can we sign coaches at this point? No. So we're going to do something immediately. The coaching staff here, there's no point in having Dylan Halpern. He's not the right fit for this team. That's fine for now. And anyway, we'll just get straight into the signing stage for the Vancouver Canucks franchise mode. So we have Pettersson, Hughes, quite a few big contracts. I didn't realize we had those guys to sign at first. I thought they were on deals already. And I actually didn't know Hughes' entry level expired that season. But let's look at our centers first. So we'll definitely qualify Pettersson right away. 8.525 across 7 years. We will try and lower Pettersson's expectations here. What if we could... Oh man, that's a massive contract for Elias Pettersson. Let's try 7.975, just under 8 million. What does Eric Stahl want? A 3.6 for 1 year. We'll leave Eric for a second. Gaudette will qualify. Janmark will just release. We could have a chance to sign someone else anyway. Brandon Sutter, he wants 1.6. We're just going to release Travis Boyd. Oh, nope. We're going to release Travis Boyd for current time. Who else do we have down here? Kosmar will sign. Top 9. He has a chance of growing still. We won't have many centers otherwise, so we'll just sign... We'll sign some better players instead of Grovac anyway. But Sutter and Gaudette. What about Adam Gaudette? Let's see if we get him for 2 years at 1.35. As our first move. Brandon Sutter will release. He wants a bit of money. Pearson will release, but we have a chance at signing Pearson back anyway. He was a decent player. Bertecci down in the minors. He's kept up a decent shot. I think I'm going to hold on. Ooh, I want to hold on to Jimmy Vesey. He had 30 points for us. Okay, we're going to try something here. Artechi, he'll actually match with the playstyle anyway this season, so we're going to just give him a little up in the contract. Jimmy Vesey wants a pretty hefty pay. We're going to release for current time. Howard Chuck is definitely coming back. He played fine when he was called upon. We'll go down 25,000. Just qualify these guys. Mellenby, we don't need to sign just yet. Kevin will sign. And Plastic's really far off, so we'll just release him. Right wingers. Who's at the top that we need to sign? Bobby Ryan. Another sniper. Bobby Ryan. Now, we need a few power forwards or playmakers to be added along here, it seems, in this team. Maybe on the third line. So I think what we're going to do with Bobby Ryan is... How did he do for us? 40... Ooh, no, he did 12 points. This is a tough one. I'm going to sign Ryan on a 1-year deal, as his age does not suggest much better. But we'll give him 4 mil across the 1 year, as it's only 1 year. We should be fine with that. Justin Bailey, sorry. He will definitely get a contract with us, as he played great down in the minors. Williams is fine for now. We're going to release Palmu, as he's just a roster spot. And now the defense. We got to sign a lot of guys here. The first thing is we're definitely getting Hughes back. Hughes wants 9.5. Sure, take whatever. Take my money, Hughes. Take it. You are a major part, and you're not going anywhere. Edler, on the other hand. 4.2. We're going to release Edler currently because we could probably get Hamonic. We're also going to release. Levy, we're going to qualify. And we will offer closer to 3.2 for Levy. Merrill, we're going to release currently. Jordy Ben, we're going to resign just because he could play AHL time when called upon. Rafferty, we're going to qualify. Chatfield, we're going to qualify. Brisbois, we're going to qualify. Sotner, we're going to release because there's no real point of him playing. Elliott, we're just going to qualify so we could have that depth because he'll play under Wu most likely somewhere. Yermo, we're going to actually we're not because he won't play otherwise. And the goalies, the big one here is Demko. Signing Demko. Demko wants 5.1. We could definitely get this down towards 4.72. It's across 6 years. That's a big contract for us. We will be releasing... Silva stays. It's the other goalie that goes. Calvin Pickard, I'm going to try at 950. Let's just advance day, currently. We're just going to zoom past all this. I know a lot of guys are going to say no, because I didn't offer them enough. We have 27 million cap space. That's definitely after the 2 big contracts. Let's try at 975 for Picard. Thatcher Demko now. Instead of 4.72, we'll try at 4.8. And we'll just go straight to UFAs and all skaters. Eric Stahl we have, and restricted Pedersen said no. That's actually interesting. We're going to have to offer Pedersen like 8.1 to stay. Damn, I did not want to ever give up so much for Pedersen. I did not think he was going to ask for as much as he did. Let's just sign Rafferty because he could definitely play in the AHL. Chatfield will sign. The other guys will just wait on... Actually, Brisbaugh will sign, and the other guys will wait on. Okay. Now, with Eric Stahl, do we bring back Eric Stahl? I think that is a definite yes. His contract is actually pretty easy to pay. 3.35. Let's advance the next day. See what happens. Although, a lot of although. Eric Stahl again. Let's try at 3.4. Should be enough. Thatcher Demko. We're really gonna offer 5 mil. Wait, I'm not actually... I should read what Eric keeps saying. Kurd, we're going to just offer him the 1 million he wants. He's not going to play much anyway, so he'll be in the AHL. But centers, Eric is coming back. Come on, Eric. 3.5. Got lots of cash room. Okay, fuck off, Kurd. You just go play somewhere else. We'll get an AHL goalie, that's fine. Advanced day. Mark Michaels, J-Zach, Elliott. Okay, a few easy guys signed. This is probably going to be our longest episode so far, but these off-season episodes usually are quite long compared to season ones. Okay. Oh, wait. First of all, let's look at the coaches before I go into that. What coaches are available? Is there anybody that we could groom and bring up? Maybe just have them in the AHL overtime even. Head coaches. A lot of A-minuses. That's pretty good. Let's look at the 249. Okay, so this is a bit messed up then, ain't it? See, we got a lot of physical guys still. But I really want to have... Eden or... Para. I think Para would probably make the most sense. We're going to look to secure him on a $3 million deal. Quite steep. The coaches in this game make a huge difference for your team. And we'll just keep the rest of the coaches current for now. The HL, I mean, they did perfect, so we're all good down there. Anyways, let's take a look at free agency. Okay, let's start by UFAs first. So we were saying we wanted to strengthen that middle six area, and we need defense as well. So we aren't looking for massive contracts with the guys currently. So let's just sort by overall. So who, like a guy like Stepan maybe, but pretty steep still. Granlund could be a great shout. Fits on the forward, penalty kill. Kasha. Joe Thornton possibly can come in. Forward line 2, he'd fit more on. Wayne Simmons. Nick Bazinajad. 20 goals in his last season. Could fit up and down the lineup, it seems. Let's see what Bazinajad wants. 2.7. We'll try at 2.85 to bring in Nick Bazinajad, as no other teams are interested in him right now. But the biggest is going to have to be the left wing. We don't have much left wing depth here. So we might have to splash a few dollars out on a left winger. So if we were to bring in any left winger, it'd probably be a playmaker, if any. Gusev could fit, but he's quite low. He has a Nissu. He'd fit penalty kill too. We got snipers to choose from. What about Nikita Gusev? Forward line 2, but that's asking for a lot out of Gusev. Yeah, we're going to try and bring in Zach Sanford. We're going to have a weak team, but we don't have much breathing room still with cap. We're going to try a Zach Sanford deal for $3.4 million. So that would leave us around 3.4. Then we had a few other deals. Okay, I'm just thinking in my head here where we currently are. Let's look for some minimum contracts to bring in for possible play. Dalcall, Sorensen, Helm. Helm is a good player to bring in. Look, defensive stats are there. Defense isn't really a problem for us entirely. It's the offense. So instead, I'm actually going to look at Dalcall. What's Dalcall like? Not too good. Oh, well, I just went all the way back up to Hyman. We don't have the money for Hyman this season. Yeah, we could always take a shot with Balsier. It's not been too great. What about Ennis? Tyler Ennis, not really. Perry. Nope. Goudreau. No. 2.1, we don't need that right now. VC would be the guy to bring back, but he's on a steep contract and we need defense. Turi Lekkinen, not terrible. Michael Raffle. Aston Reese, no. Del Call. Sorensen. We will keep looking here. We'll keep looking. I think we could always have a chance with Benson. Let's go to the right winger. See who we have on the right wing. Alex Chason. Chason may be a fantastic player to bring in. He's cheap. 1.75 should be enough for Chason. We're going to look in on any other players here that we could possibly bring in. Nick Patan. He's down the lineup, but a guy that we could try. What about defense now? This is where it really, really matters for us. We don't have much in the defensive category. Pellick would be great. Do we have the money to go in on Pellick? I don't know if we do. We are gonna make a deal for Adam Pellick here. We're gonna go 4-5. We'll look at players we could probably ship out if it's contract wise. We do still have a few guys on heavy contracts. We should also bring in another defenseman. Any other defenseman that we could bring in? Probably. Let's try Brad Hunt. 1.875. And we also need a backup goalie or not a backup, but an AHL goalie. So this is two-way anyway. We're going to go in on the Hamburglar, Andrew Hammond. Another thing I'm going to do is here, I'm going to take a look at the contracts to see who's really taking up a massive chunk of it that shouldn't. So we got Tyler Myers. Myers taking up a lot of it. We could always look to move him. Levy, Roussel. Roussel is the biggest. Roussel and Beagle. I think we do have to get rid of them. I think it would make the most sense to get rid of Beagle first, as we said he would have been playing in the AHL. We'll go for any picks possible here. What about a 5th? Jay Beagle for a 5th? Nope. What about a 6th? Will Jay Beagle be able to come in on a 6th? We will. I think it's better for us because we're making picks here and we're freeing up cap. Okay, now what about Roussel? We can move Roussel as well, as he's not going to be playing this season. Vertanen's always going to be difficult to move. Chicago. Let's see if Chicago has any picks they're willing. Let's see if they're willing to give up a 5th. No. That seemed like a long message as well, so we're just going to go straight to the 6th. Not even bother with the other one. Nope. And a 7th. No. What if we retain, like, 250? Okay. Roussel's gonna have to stay. What about Virtanen? Anyone want to go in on Jacob Virtanen? Virtanen, I'm gonna sort by salary. Jake Virtanen. Absolutely no one. Winnipeg has room. They don't want him. Do they want to give up? Can we get a 6 for Virtanen? No, we'll never get rid of Virtanen until his contract's up. Wow, Jim Benning made some bad contracts for players that just never panned out. Anyways, I think that could be enough cap space we've found. And let's continue. We're going to continue up till the start of the next season, and that will be this episode. This is going to be an absolute doozy. Okay, and the coach goes to someone else. We got Hunt, Chason, Hammond, Bazinajad, Pellick, Sanford, Patan. Basically all the guys that we went in on. Oh, wrong button. I meant to check out the coaching staff that we could bring in, but it probably isn't much now, as that was our main guy. Darn. Still a few guys to choose from. Any forwards? We're just going to have to go in on this guy hardcore. Hard. We got money. We're going to have to spend it. We have money. We have to spend it. We need a forward guy. That's a lot of money. That's more than he was asking. It's a Jim Benning type move, but we got to make it. We need that forward guy. We cannot have that defensive or generalist. It just will not work out for us. We have a lot of talented players. I already have an offer I'm going to accept from another team. Oh no. No. We're going to have to try something here. Don't want to go into the next season without a coach. That'll be the worst thing to do. We got Eden. We could choose. Eden's our last guy. We're just gonna send it on Eden. We're just gonna absolutely send it on Eden. We have to. We could always fire them. He's probably already gonna have a deal anyway. We might actually have to hire an associate coach as our head coach, which would not be ideal. Could be the risk we take. Eden will join us, and now we're just going to send it right to the next season start. We're going to decline most of these trades. Second and third for Larson and a fourth. No, we aren't going to do that. We aren't sacrificing the future for the present at this exact time, just because we want to see what we have in our team. We're going to decline all this. I'm just scanning through as well, so I am taking a look at the possible trades very quickly. Seems like we're going to get up to the start of the season and see our line soon. Nope, we don't want that. Nope. We're going to have a bit of a weaker defense this season, but we do have quite a few guys that had great AHL seasons, so we could have a few 78, 79s that are unexpected. Here is our lines, what the game thinks. First thing we've got to check is where does everybody fit in the team? Nope, Pedersen. Not really, but Stahl would definitely get up. We're going to do this. Eric Stahl is going to move down a line. Horvat, JT Miller, Pedersen, and Besser. We can't. We just got to... We're going to go JT in the middle here. Bobby Ryan with... Eric does better. JT's in such a poor position right now. I'd rather JT up the lineup, but we've got to try a little bit different. Colson, we're going to switch. But we don't want Colson playing terrible all year is the problem. Colson don't really match the team. Who else do we have that's not playing right now? Bertecci, Kurashev, and Bailey. Kurashev will go down. Defense. Defense actually looks alright from the off-season. Why don't we move Hunt? No, that don't do anything. Okay, just checking. Demko and DiPietro in the AHL. Yep, we're going to probably bring Rathbone or Chatfield up. The offense, we're going to move Patan up. Okay, let's make a few roster moves here. Colson will get power play time. Don't you guys worry about that. This is just going to be... So, Bailey stays up. Kurashev's going to go down. In return, we're also... So, Patan's actually going to... Patan's going to stay down. And in the system, we will bring up We're going to sort by overall. We will bring up Chatfield as a backup defenseman. We're going to edit the lines. We're just going to best lines the AHL right now. We don't have any guys down there. Kershev, Patan, and Roussel. Roussel is going to drop for Mott. That's better for that. Defense. Good defense. Wu gets his time. And the goalies, Andrew Hammond Silovs. I think that's how you pronounce it. Back to the NHL. So we got Pedersen, Horvat, Besser, Bazinajad, Stahl, Ryan, Hollander, Miller, Chason, Colson, Gaudette, Sanford. But the special teams is where we got to get Colson in. So Hollander will stay. Sanford, what's his shot? Not as good as Colson. Vasily Colson will find his way here. In the 4-man power play, we're also going to get a little bit different going here. Eric Stahl's fine. We're going to actually switch this up a ton. No, we won't, because that's going to ruin it. Penalty kill. Penalty kill is all good. The other penalty kill, we can't do much with that. And this is the 2021-22 Vancouver Canucks. Our captain is Bo Horvat. Assistant, fine as Pedersen, but we will actually, yeah, we're just going to leave it as the big three. We don't need no defensive assistant, captain, or captain. It's the big three up front. They're going to lead us to glory, lead us to a cup. Anyways, that is going to be the end of episode 4. All of the off-season is now completed, and we are ready for year 2. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.